dogs.
Katherine Schwarzenegger is here. Of course, we know Katherine. She's been with us so many times. She has a fan. We're going to do interviews from the time you were born until the end.
That's fabulous.
You certainly know her family, her dad, Arnold, and mom, Maria Shriver. She's written a book about one family member.
We're talking about Maverick, Katherine's dog. Oh, I love it. 3 years ago, she adopted him, and now Maverick, of course, is part of the family. Maverick's story is also the inspiration behind Katherine's first children's book, Maverick Me, which is all about a rescue dog who finds a home. You stole my idea.
I'm glad.
I'm glad you did
So
too.
why your story with Maverick on its own could have been done as a nonfiction thing?
I mean, I wanted to gear it towards children just because I saw how kids reacted to meeting my dog Maverick, and it was just so fun and interesting, and I thought it was really important to teach kids all about animal rescue, so when the time comes for them to get their first pet, they try and convince their parents to take them to an animal shelter instead of a pet
And you
store.
made yourself younger.
Yeah.
Or you made the character younger.
I made the character a lot younger than I am.
I don't blame you one bit. Who did the beautiful illustrations?
Phyllis Harris, she was so amazing, and I'm so happy with how the whole book turned out, just because I think it's really great and kind of cute for kids, and I hope that they learn a lot about animal rescue and all the amazing pets that are available for adoption.
You and Maverick tell the story.
Yeah, we do.
Your story.
Oh, my story. I got Maverick when he was 2 weeks old, and I was fostering some puppies before that.
How did you get him?
How did I get Maverick?
Yeah.
Through the woman who I was fostering puppies. I fostered like 8 puppies. We found them all homes, and I kind of thought that I was done for the moment. And she called me and was like, we have a puppy, and he needs to be fed through a syringe, so someone who's experienced. And so I got Maverick, and I, kept him.
I'm sorry, Maverick was found where?
Under the freeway in downtown LA. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
he
he
was
got
2 weeks old.
parvo.
He got parvo. It was a very traumatic series of events.
But Katherine, I really believe that because my dog was sick for 3 months when
Yeah.
she was a puppy, and I had to nurse her back, like you had to nurse Maverick back, that there's even a different bond. Maybe
Totally. I mean, you definitely develop a closer bond and a deeper connection, I think. So when the time came for him to be available for adoption and a family came over to my mom's house to see him, I became very territorial. And I was like, I think I have to keep him for good. So I decided to keep him, and just to see how kids respond to him, and teaching them about responsibility, because as you know, having a dog is a very big responsibility at a young age, and I work a lot with the ASPCA, so for me it's my passion tied in.
And it's always been.
Yeah,
Was
always
it
been.
Thanksgiving, when you were a kid, you brought dogs home?
Yeah, I did. I brought them home to my mom's house. I was living at my mom's house at the time, and I brought home a couple of puppies and turned her garage into a little kennel, and which she was thrilled about.
Yeah, how did she like that?
She loved it. I mean, my parents both love animals, and they both grew up on farms, so they always have kind of wanted us kids to have that similar environment around pets, and I think it teaches you a lot about unconditional love and responsibility and that whole bond.
All right, let's talk about working out here, okay?
Yeah.
Let's throw up the
we have a
picture.
good picture.
Let's put up this
We have
picture.
a
Let me
good
guess
picture.
which one it is.
You know what it is.
The ultimate workout king.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay. Now,
There he
now
is.
you can look at it either and say, wow, he's 70, going to be 70?
Just turned 70.
Just all right, look at the shape
Wow.
he's
I
in.
know.
Or
Incredible.
look at the pressure you're under, that you have to live up to this.
No, my parents are both so supportive. My dad likes to, make sure we're ready before we do big projects like my book launch, make sure that we're ready to go. In
You're
fighting
training.
shape. Yeah.
You're training with them to
That was
launch the
literally
book.
like 2 days before I left to go launch my book in New York last week. But they're both so supportive. My mom practices, interviewing with me and that kind of a thing. And they're both so supportive of my passion, so I feel really lucky. And that's my dad with his rescue dog, Cherry.
Cherry.
I know. It's very interesting to see my dad with such a small dog now.
Well, it's not very macho, or it's not like very. That's what guys always say about little dogs.
I know, but he
right?
has, of course, totally. And of course, he
Yeah.
ends up with this little dog, but he has a lab, so it balances it out.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever asked you this, but is there ever a moment in your life where you wish your name were Katherine Jones, so you don't have to answer to it, you don't have to have expectations about you?
No, I mean, no, not at all. My last name obviously is very recognizable,
Very
but
recognizable.
it's not like Smith
Yeah,
or anything.
yeah.
No, but it's great. I mean, I love both my parents, and I feel so lucky to be in the family that I'm in, and they're so supportive of my passion for animal rescue that I feel like, I have the best.
All right, how does this interview stack up to the test interviews with Mom?
Yeah. What's the hardest question she asks when you do an interview?
You guys are doing really well.
Like, where does does she throw you curveballs ever? Like something that might, like what?
I mean, my parents have done that. When I did my first book 7 years ago, I did a whole thing because I had never done my own, project before and done interviews like this before. So I did a whole training thing, and now every time I do an interview, everybody always says, "You're trained very well by both of your
very
parents."
trained, very well. All right, Katherine, by the way, is really excellent at signing copies of her book. And so
Katherine, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Really,
we have an
beautiful.
event tomorrow at the Grove,
Yes.
which will be really, really fun from 11 to 2. And we have puppies and kitties that are available for adoption
in
the
there.
park.
Are you kidding?
I know. Just come.
Then on Sunday, come on.
And on Sunday at
Read
the
the
Annenberg
prompter. Go ahead.
PetSpace, we're having an event at the Annenberg PetSpace in Playa Vista, which will be incredibly awesome because it's such a great space and more pets are available for adoption. And we'll have books there too.
Maverick and
Can I
me.
just say for a moment, Maria, you did very well.
And Arnold.
Okay. No,
And
he did
Arnold.
the one-on. She did the one-on-one. Right?
Oh, for the interview.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole family, I'm sure, brothers, sisters, everybody's involved in,
Of course.
getting you.
All right, we'll see you with the fourth book or whatever you got coming up next. All right. Catherine, thank you.